welcome to Carencro, Louisiana. We are here today with my guest, Kade. We're at Fricassee, and the owner is Eddie and Renee Gary. And they were lucky to have a guest like him come over here and celebrate. And I was lucky to have Kade come over today on a beautiful Saturday. And when I say that Renee and Eddie were lucky, was that this is going to be the first restaurant that Kade, and if you want to see a little more about Kade, go to Cooking, or I should say Cajun Cooking with Kade, and you'll see a lot about my little friend here, Kade. Kade, how old are you?
9 years old.
9 years old, y'all. Can you imagine my mom and daddy let me cross the street at 9 years old? Of course, that was a long time ago. Now, how'd you get into cooking?
I just started cooking when I was 3, making pizzas with pepperoni, mushrooms, all kinds of toppings.
Yeah. He is the 9-year-old chef that's going to be the sensation here, or he's already a sensation. You go all over YouTube. You've covered the YouTube, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, you really have. Tell me, what dish do you like to cook best?
I like to cook crawfish pies.
Crawfish pie. I kind of like that too. That's a pretty good dish. Any particular recipe you're using? Is that one of your own?
My dad came up with it whenever he was inside the food business.
Well, let's ask the big question here. Are you a better cook than your dad? Come on, be honest.
I guess.
You guess. I'll make sure nothing happens to you, okay? Good. Does your mama get involved with your cooking a little bit?
She came up with the name Cooking with Kade.
Did she? Well, that's good. Let's get really into the reason you're here today. We're trying to launch a program called Cajun Country, and it's going to feature a lot of chefs from across the country, especially our Cajun part here. We're trying to preserve the culture of Cajuns, and naturally part of our culture is cooking. But Kade definitely is going to be the youngest chef we'll have on board. And Kade, tell me that they tell me all of your friends really want to be friends with you now that you're getting to be a superstar and a chef. What are they saying at school?
They're all saying, oh yeah, we watch him on YouTube.
Yeah, just about 10 times a day, I'm sure.
They say it a lot.
A lot.
That.
Yeah, and he's a Dugas for all of you Dugas out there. He's Kade Dugas, and his dad's name is Ken Dugas, and his mama is Amy Dugas. That's it. That's good. Now, let's talk a little bit about your future. Where do you see yourself going with cooking?
MasterChef Junior.
MasterChef Junior. The boy's got high expectations, doesn't he? Very good. Very good. Now, let me ask you, are you taking any cooking classes, or are you doing this all on your own?
I'm doing this all on my own. No cooking classes.
No cooking classes at all? None?
None.
Fantastic. I don't know how long you'll be able to keep that up, but it looks like you're doing a pretty good job with that right now, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what did you think when your dad said to you, we're going to be going to a place Saturday, and we're going to do some interviews, and we're going to go into a studio and do a little something different? What do you think of the studio?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, huh? What was that expression you gave me? Exciting, wasn't it? Yes. Now, let me ask you a few things about cooking. You prefer to cook on an electric stove or a gas stove?
Mostly gas.
Gas. Is there a reason for it?
There's not really a reason. I'm just used to cooking on a gas stove.
Right, right. And what, I know you have your own seasoning, don't you?
I do.
Tell me all about your seasoning. Don't you want to hear about Kade's seasoning? Tell me about it.
I have a whole line of products. Some chicken fry, fish fry, jambalaya mix, dirty rice mix.
That's your recipe. Well, all the seasoning. That's your seasoning, right?
It's not my recipe, but they are my seasonings.
That's what I want to hear. It's your seasoning. That's good. Name some more products.
I have a seasonal, a smoky seasoning rub, and barbecue shrimp mix.
You have a barbecue. Do you have a red beans and rice mix yet?
I don't.
Are you planning on coming out with that pretty soon?
I don't know.
Well, I think the people over at Camellia would love for him to do that. I think the audience would love for you to come out with a good red beans and rice and use those people down in New Orleans and Camellia. That's some of the best red beans I've ever used to cook. One of these days, you and I go cook on the same stove, and maybe we can get somebody to film that. That would be a real treat, wouldn't it?
It would.
Did you get my cook? Yeah, I did see you. You do have my cookbook, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, sure do. And the guy on the cover is Murray Conks. Murray is from Carencro, Louisiana. Now, that's a funny guy. That guy's funny. Sure is. Well, let me ask you, what's the next big deal you got going on? You got another festival you're going to, or what's next?
I auditioned for MasterChef Junior. I did a little home video for them, but we never heard back from them yet.
Was that when you went to Houston?
That is.
Tell me what that was like going in front of those people. Oh, he had another one of those moments. Well, you mean it was something, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, but didn't they call you back? Didn't you leave and they called you back to do something else?
They did, 15 minutes after we were about to leave.
Really? So that's a good sign, I think. I think that's a real good sign they called you back. But you know what? If they don't call you back, they're going to wish they had. Because I think the program we're putting together here with little Kade, we're going to make it to where they're going to wish they had called you back, because you're going to be the star of Cajun Country. How would you like to go around and do a few shows down in all of the 22 Cajun parishes? That would be spectacular. That would be another moment, wouldn't it?
It would.
It would. I knew you'd agree with that. Well, listen, let's cut this off about right now and let you go get ready in the kitchen, because we're going to watch you cook a couple of things here over at Fricassee, the home of the best chicken fricassee, better than what your grandma ever made, your mama ever made. You need to come down to Fricassee and visit here with Renee and Eddie and the staff. Friendliest place in Carencro, and for that matter, it's my favorite place to eat too.
Are you paying attention?